the Guitardis was a fairly long-term project. It took about 1.25 years from start to finish. Dave called me up one afternoon, and I remember very clearly I was in the parking lot of a pet store.
And I asked him if he could create a Guitardis for me, and he may have thought I was speaking in Greek to him.
And I said, "What's a Guitardis? What's a TARDIS?" I had seen one episode of Doctor Who, and it was Gridlock.
Doctor Who, Saturday at 7:40 on BBC One.
We'd talked for a little bit. I described it. I told him I had faith in his abilities to create something that he had no idea what it was.
So then I was like, okay, I can build a Guitardis. We'll build a guitar and shape it like a TARDIS. That's easy enough. And I was like, okay, well, to really get a feel for what this thing is, I should watch an episode or two. So I started watching them.
And then a couple days later, he'd seen almost more Doctor Who than me. One of the big worries I had was getting the size and the shape of the TARDIS without it being a monstrosity, something that was absolutely enormous, that I had to struggle to play around.
And it's actually wider than a TARDIS would be.
I needed it to not just be a novelty. I really wanted it to be something that could hold its own as an instrument and not just be a pretty looking thing.
There was a lot of really deep thought that went into things, like placement of the strap buttons. It exactly mirrors his Gibson SG that he's played for years and years, so that it'll hang in a similar way and be comfortable. 24 frets with 22 of them completely clear, and the 23rd and 4th real easy to grab. And it's maple with an ebony fretboard, and the neck runs all the way through. And then the sides and all the decoration, I guess, the eyebrows on it, as Frank Zappa would say, it's all made out of pine. And it's 1950s pine from an Ethan Allen table that my wife Christina, who is also friends with Dave, found in an antique shop. Christina did the light on the top, and then also the painting of the windows, which are getting quite worn now. It's almost time for a touch-up, huh? What I was going for with the sound was a huge range with easy controls. So it's got a typical volume and tone knob, regular guitar setup, pretty typical. And then a 3-way pickup selector switch, which chooses the neck pickup, the bridge pickup, or both pickups. And then it's got this mini toggle switch, which is where the magic happens. So when the mini switch is down, both pickups are acting functionally as humbucker type pickups, but they have the magnetic structure of a single coil. So it's not your traditional humbucker sound. The neck pickup and the bridge pickup it's got sort of a single coil-ish humbucker sound to it. But then when you flip the mini switch all the way up, it puts both of them into a single coil sound. The middle position on the mini switch is a unique thing that I don't really know of many people doing, but what it does is it makes the neck pickup a single coil and the bridge pickup a humbucker. So you can get your nice, chimey, then when you flip over to the humbucker, you got, lets you flip for a different lead type stuff out of it.
It's like being a painter and starting with 8 colors and then someone handing you a new palette that has 64 colors. There's so much more I could do with it now.
There's blood in this, and I don't just mean blood of effort. There's actual blood in every instrument. You know, it's worth it though.